What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, and today I'm gonna tell you how to be a successful lease purchase operator, especially in today's economy where the rates are low and the fuel rates are astronomical. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content, and we finna get into it.
I got different goals, live by different codes. Need a mansion in the hills with a brand new rose. Money like the rose, it'll never fold. I'm the gold from a different mode. Thought I'd let you know. To take your soul, Curtis with the blow, Jeezy with the snow. Had to let him know, 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 had to let him know.
Welcome back. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you already like to share and subscribe, I appreciate it. If you haven't, make sure you hit that button. But I made 100K in 5 months.
Had to let him know, 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 had to let him know.
That is not to brag, that's not to flex. That's because I learned my system, I mastered my system, and I ran my system to perfection. Now, when you get out here and you get into a truck, you're not just gonna get into a truck and the money start coming in. My first week of that process, in that 5 months when I made 100K, I actually was negative the first week in my income and what my take home or whatnot. But I got a list of things that we're gonna go over here. And we're going to start with establish a routine. Now, when you get out here in your truck, establish a routine. It's the same thing I told y'all about when I started working at Super Ego, how I was going to have to give it 30 days. The reason I said I was going to give it 30 days is because I have to establish a routine. Establishing a routine is learning the routes, learning what they pay, learning what a freight is for your specific company. Some people, you talk to people and they're like, oh, run XYZ, but then they're running for themselves because that is their routine, and what works for someone else might not work for you. So make sure that you establish a routine. That is first and foremost. Once you establish your routine, then you should be good to go. That's anything in life. Establish a routine. Secondly, once you establish your routine, know and learn your overhead. Once again, like I said in the video when I was talking about Super Ego, give me 30 days so I can learn my constant numbers. Once I know what is consistently coming out of my check, I can plan around those numbers. If you don't have any type of consistency, this is not going to be the job for you. This is not going to be the venture for you, especially to the new lease purchase operators. And you know, I see a lot of people in the comments talking about the blind leading the blind. I have been here and I have done this. And the very last time I did it, like I said, I feel like I was very successful, but success is by determining means of the person you're asking. All right. So once you know your constants, man, then you learn your variables. Your variables are the ones that are not constant. There are things like fuel, toll routes if you don't have a pre-pass, and things like that. All right. And the one thing you can do to cut down on your expenses, your variables when it comes to fuel, for instance, is get you a fleet card. That fleet card will help you establish your net 30s and your net 60s. Learn who they report to. You get you a fleet card, you know, in your business name. Now you're building business credit. Once you start building business credit, you can start going to get things in your business name and loans without them having to take a look at your personal credit. So the more net 30s and the net 60s that you get for your business credit, the better your business credit will be. You want a healthy score of about an 80 when it comes to your business credit. All right. Get inspections. You know, go get a DOT certified inspection for your vehicle. Get thoroughly looked over. If you keep a trailer like I do, get that looked over too. If you don't keep a trailer, you know, if you plan on doing this, get it looked over. But the reason I say go get a real DOT inspection, go get your truck, pay whatever amount of money, $75, $100 to go get you a DOT inspection. And when you pull into them scale houses, ask for an inspection if your job offers a bonus. Because why not? It's free money. And you want to add to your income. You want more income than outcome, right? I want more income than outcome. So ask for those inspections. Be smart about it, man. You know, sometimes the officer might not feel like marking you up, you know, and give it to you. Some of them know you get a bonus too, because I've gotten pulled over and it was like, well, I'm just gonna get an inspection. I ain't gonna mark you up too bad, so you can get your bonus XYZ. The closed mouth don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? Just use by discretion. If you know certain weight houses in certain states, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all run areas and you be like, I ain't going in there because I know they're going to, you know what I'm saying? Boom, bada bing, you know? All right. And you also have minimize your fuel costs. There's multiple ways to minimize your fuel costs. Once again, to go back to a fleet card, get in with a gas station, get those fuel discounts. Understand your fuel surcharges if you get a fuel surcharge. So with the fuel surcharges, you know, they have a national rate sheet depending on the national average of gas. So, you know, you'll be able to calculate your miles depending on how you get your fuel surcharge paid. Fuel surcharges are usually paid by the mile. So, you know, some people pay it loaded and empty. Some people just pay it loaded. That depends on the company or however you're running. But if you're not getting a fuel surcharge, download these apps that will give you discounts. You got Mud Flap, you got Fuel Book, Trucker's Path will let you know where the cheapest gas is. You know, just download apps. Check the internet. The internet is there to help you, not hinder you. You know, it just depends what you're using it for. But definitely check those things because you want to minimize the fuel costs. You know, personally, I try to spend no more than 2.5 on fuel. That's 2.5K on fuel for myself. Sometimes you go over that, but you trying to maximize the income and minimize the outcome. You know, all money in, no money out, like my man Nipsey Hussle would say back in the day. Long live the GOAT. And also, take care of your truck, preventative maintenance. If you do preventative maintenance, then you're more likely to avoid problems with your truck in the future, especially during the winter months. Make sure you winterize your truck. Treat your truck. Your truck is your investment. I go buy a truck 100 times out of 10 before I go buy a car because I like income. You know what I'm saying? And if income ain't the outcome, then I don't want none. You know, so make sure you do that. And these are just some of my tips to be a successful lease purchase operator. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you don't mind, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share this content with somebody who might need to see it. And I keep this content coming. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we still have the 30-day Super Ego video coming up with the review on Super Ego. I ain't gonna lie. Woo! But until next time, I appreciate you all tuning in. Stay safe out there on that road and keep on trucking.